Hey, Bomber, you know they kicked me out that other league, that side league, the one I had the Jags in. Yeah, I don't know why. I didn't really care because the advancement schedule was just ass. You didn't know who, no contact. It was no contact, and then I know I got booted because I declined to trade with somebody, and then the next thing you know, I'm booted. Yeah, some guy, I think Titans or something like that. So I was like, okay, whatever. hmm You said I was tanking. I wasn't tanking. I was losing games legitimately, but I was, I wasn't caring because I knew I was getting my team together.
Just moments away from kickoff here on EA
But it's what it
Sports.
is.
How about going against a team with a 3-game winning streak? That's the case here.
Well, when you have a 3-game winning streak in the NFL, it means a couple things. It means you're healthy, and it means you're playing very well. I think it's going to be tough to snap that 3-game winning streak here today.
He'll have a chance to take off. Ball is out. The kicking team recovers, and here they go.
Always hustle on the kick teams, and always be alert. That football came loose. What a job by the kicking team falling on it and getting that fumble.
How you perform inside the red zone is often the difference in a
That
game,
started
and
off
we'll get an
good for
early
me.
taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
And here we have second down. He'll take the snap from the gun. That's a gain of 10. Falcons now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. Handoff made. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Oh, just a couple inches short of the touchdown. If I was the defense right now, I'd be alert for the quarterback sneak.
They are staring at the end zone just a yard away. First and goal. Flip to the outside. Touchdown, Falcons. A little bit of personal history he just made. That's career touchdown run number 100. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Saints getting set to return the kickoff. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Saints come to the line with an empty backfield. First down at the 20. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete. Here's a look at the Saints offense. They're one of the best in the NFL when it comes to moving the ball up and down the Second down. Takes it from the gun. The ball is jarred out of his hands. And here's the Falcons' defensive lineup. They've done a great job against the pass this season.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing play here.
They're down at 10. Throws the pass. The Saints now move the chains.
That time it was an easy completion for the quarterback on the play-action pass, and it fools the defense because look how aggressive the offensive line is. They sold the play to the defense, and the quarterback took advantage.
First and 10. The give. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line. Snapping out of the gun. Pass is intercepted. Midway through the
Fucking Darby, I love you. Good shit.
Fire rhythms are there for this football team. They woke up, the boom was in the right place. It was all good, Jim. And we've seen it here, both sides of the ball playing very well.
TJ.
This series begins
Oh
for the
my
offense
goodness.
with a very good chance to score. The Falcons snap it at the 36. Here's our look at the Falcons lineup on offense. Last week their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards. Midway through the first. Here's the quick toss. Coleman's taken down at the 33.
The Falcons offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play. But what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
And I hurry it up, too, and I change it at the end.
The line of scrimmage is the 33. The Falcons line up, split backfield. Third and 8. And he takes off. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, he has such a good arm. That's all we talk about. We never talk about the fact that when he has to, you make him, you force him out of the pocket, he'll run with that football and get some yards.
The kick in, it's through there. The kick is good.
Well, you come out there on the field as a defense, the offense has great field position. You've got to give them something different. The defense did. They stopped them, and they gave up the field goal.
Still not taken down. They'll mark the football at the 22. That return's good for about 24. The Saints are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Gains 17.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
First down at the 39. Brought down at the 41-yard line.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Here they come to the 41-yard line. Let's see
It was
how
just a
they
pick.
pick up the big play here. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Out of the shotgun formation. The defense had that one covered.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
2nd and 10 coming up.
That's what I knew my running back was to be right there. Just come off the block.
The Saints snap it at the 41. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37. The Saints will line up the first down markers right at the 31-yard line. Has his target. Touchdown, and that'll close the gap in this one. First quarter, Phil, but they needed that touchdown. This team was in danger of possibly being embarrassed today.
Oh, the way they were playing, they were getting dominated on offense and defense, and all of a sudden you look up and boom, a quick score by them, and they're right back in it.
Charging ahead, and he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Falcons really have this offense cranking, Phil. They scored on their last 2 series.
You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense, screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
Falcons from the 22. Makes the reception. And that gains a few.
Yo. Yeah, hurt.
And now here's the Saints defensive lineup. Currently 3rd in the league right now against the rush. That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7.
Get ready.
And it's spotted away. It's 3rd down coming up. And that's going to be a 3 and out. We're now about to begin quarter number 2. And how much pressure do you think these offenses are feeling right now to open this game up, partner?
Jim, I'm going to go back to when I played. The longer you go in a game without having success, I think it makes you tighter and you lose confidence on the offensive side. So they need something here to get them off to a quick start and get them feeling good.
The Saints now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Saints come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Reaches out and grabs it. That's his first reception today.
Well, the way the rules are in the NFL now, you can't hit the receivers, you can't hit the quarterback. And if you give the quarterback this kind of time, he is always going to find an open receiver.
First down at the 38. Airing it out. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. The line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
The pass is incomplete. There was no one open.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long. And look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be defensive. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
The Saints will set up. The 28 is the first down line. The Saints take it from the 38. And it's batted down. Just into the second quarter, and the pressure now on the defense to get the ball back.
Yes, you'd like for the defense to get off the field, not give up any points. But so far, the offense, man, they have been absolutely awful. They got to get their act together over there on the sideline.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
Just a quick drop back. The Saints turn the ball over.
The defense loves it that the offense gambled and went for it on 4th down where a field goal would have tied the game, and he stopped them. That's a nice job by the defense.
I played my game, so, you know, I ain't worried about it. You know, that's what it is.
Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive line. The ball shifting to the right.
The Falcons take it from the 38. Knocked down as he fires it.
Yeah.
Second down after the incompletion. Over the deep ball, and it's incomplete.
Manage the football game. That's what you have to do as a quarterback. You're winning a close game and it's 3rd and long. Well, manage it. Know what to do. Don't force the play here. If it's not there, throw it away and just punt the football.
The Falcons come to the line. First down marker is at the 48. Corners formation here for the defense. Going deep. The ball is jarred loose.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
This punt will be returned. Gains 13. The Saints look to be almost certain to come away with points the last time they had the ball, but instead of attempting a field goal, they went for it on 4th down and were unable to convert. Let's see what they do with this possession.
Yeah, look, this isn't high school or college football where you get many, many possessions. In the pros, you don't get that many. When you get a chance to get points, you got to take advantage of it and take those points.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Makes the catch. And he's going to be tackled right around the 43.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Wants to go deep. On target. Tackles made.
That was a nice gain on that play that time. Well designed by the offensive coordinator. Yeah, it was a good throw and catch. But that time, I'm giving all the credit to the design of the play. That's
Get the who back?
First and goal from the 6.
The Jags?
And now he'll
Yeah, if you want to give them back, yeah, because I was working on them.
the team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
Second down and 12. Saints in the end zone. Touchdown.
Right, lose the team in draft time. Like, I know, right? That was just crazy as
The
fuck.
Saints line up for the extra point.
Mm.
And the point after is good. The Falcons in kick return formation.
Yeah, I was like,
It's out past the 20.
right, I can make some moves in free agency.
24. The Falcons offense coming back on
Oh, man.
Trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field.
Right.
Put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
As his man.
Yeah, I've been getting a man. That's not like I don't. You know? All right, let's see.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. From the gun. Looking to go deep. Intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Saints take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looks so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
All right, all right.
First down here.
Quarterback. He's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Looking low. With the contact. The
Oh, okay.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit.
Right.
There, don't you, Jim? They are all over
All
the
right.
receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Quarters formation here for the defense. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. The catch is made. And that's a gain of 9. That's 5 receptions on the day. Third down and 1. And he hauls it in. First down all the way. Could have been intercepted. It's now second down. The Saints with an empty backfield look here. It's intercepted. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just ran with quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Falcons offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
And they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. You're right. They're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
Let me get that, man. I'm going to answer for it for a minute.
Coleman's in the backfield. Single back set. Second and 10. Scans the field. And it's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt what to do in a situation like this. You do not take a chance and put your team in a position where they have to make a big comeback in the second half.
Following that incompletion, it sets up third and 10. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Intercepted. And we reached the 2-minute warning. Hey, the offense has a chance to do something with this drive. The Saints are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Scanning the field. Intercepted.
Nice job with the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Falcons retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, Define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story.
Now 1st and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. Gets it out for the completion.
Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that timeout. Keep those timeouts because that is going to give you a
right.
chance to win the game.
Quarters formation here for the defense. They'll go shotgun here. And the pass incomplete.
Well, we still got a close game here, but you got to try to keep it that way. It's 3rd and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
I'm telling you, hit my back up 8 seasons. You know, if you're on my team, you're getting some XP.
Falcons with a little uncertainty, so they take a timeout here before 3rd down. Looking at 3rd down.
Let's go.
Launching it deep. And they can't connect.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
He's going to try and return this one. And that's a gain of maybe 5. The Saints back onto the field. Of course, the last drive they had it looked like they were going to put up some points, only to watch the football get picked off in opponent's territory.
Smart defensive coach they're going against in this game today. He knows how to put his players in positions to make plays, and he did that last drive, and they came up with the INT.
Was that on the quarterback, or was that just a great play by the defender?
I'm giving most of the credit to the defender. It's just a good play.
The ball is taken out of his hands.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Going for the home run. What a catch.
Still the prettiest play in the NFL. The long arching pass down the field and watching a speedy receiver run right under it. What a throw, what a catch. Jim, a good decision here by the coaches to go into hurt.
Pass is intercepted. It'll be a touchdown.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did, they got the interception.
The Falcons will look to get set. Been a close game so far. The score's 14-10. 1st down at the 20. Stands in the pocket. Comes down with no. The defender tips it out.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays. But a good play there and another incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. From the shotgun. Heaving it down the field. And that pass is going out of bounds. Incomplete.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back is able
Right.
to make guys miss, break some tackles,
Right.
and pick up a first down, man, that's just great.
Another interception. Shrugs off the first hit. He's brought down.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just
We are having a
back
fucking
size. They got in position,
fucking
and they
interception
made the
fest is what it
interception.
is.
The Saints offense back on the field as this game has turned into just a big mess.
Yeah, we trading them.
No one seems to be able to hold on to the football.
Nobody can hold on to the football. The play is sloppy.
Yeah.
The calling of the plays has also been, I think, a little sloppy. Give these guys.
Oh,
New Orleans Saints.
fucking crossing
That's
route.
his 13th touchdown catch of the year.
I don't have the receivers to vertically fuck them up down there.
The Falcons ready to return the kick.
No, I'm doing it. It's slow. It's so slow. Right.
And the flag comes out. It's an illegal block in the back, and they now will be backed up some yardage.
Yes, always remember as a blocker, you need to get your head in front of the defender, and you got to get your front shoulder in front also to make it legal.
Coleman's going to receive the toss. Shakes off the tackle.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds and stop the clock.
Second down following the run. This will be the last play before halftime. From the shotgun. Looking at every option. But it's incomplete. We've come to the end of the first half in the Olympic city of Atlanta. We'll take a quick break here for halftime before returning for the start of the third. The second half is officially underway. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Falcons talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Corners formation here for the defense. The Falcons snap it at the 26. He's got a little bit of daylight here. Gives himself up.
It's a rough game out there. Avoid hits at all costs. Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit.
First and 10. Coleman's taking the handoff. He's tackled right at the 36. Second and 10 coming up. Falcons are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Coleman's handed the football. Gains 5. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Third down and 5. And now here's the toss.
Safeties are becoming a bigger part of the NFL every year. That time the safety comes up and gets in there and makes the tackle for no gain.
We'll see what he can do here. Brought down at the 20. run back of about 7. The Saints come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
First down at the 20. Gets the handle here. The Saints get a first down.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
The Saints from the 32 losses the football. That picks up 7.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second and 4 coming up. The Saints have it at the 39. They deck him in the backfield. It'll be third down.
Saints running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Loss of 4 on the play. The Saints will use a timeout here early in the second half. This is third down. Feeds him again. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. First down here after the run. Wide to the left. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that's a gain of 10.
You got to be able to fight adversity in the NFL or in any sports, but the fumble, not even thought about by this running back anymore. He is just out there getting it done.
Gonna try and scramble now. Almost intercepted. Well, they go for the bomb, but the defensive backfield was not fooled.
Yeah, they were all over at that time, and that was like shadow defense. Wherever the receiver was going, the defense was right next to him. Great job.
Only 35 yards to the end zone. The Falcons defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel to the ground. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line. They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line. 3rd and 2. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. They bring back out the offense to go for it. The Saints have to get to the 25 to move the chains. Makes the reception. Touchdown, Saints. That's his first touchdown catch of the season.
Well, how many times can we say it, Jim? Another touchdown pass by the quarterback. He is, to say it, he is really on. He is feeling it. When they get open, he is making terrific throws.
Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The corners step back. The Saints load up the box, going with the 46 defense. The Falcons from the 22. Has it right on the sideline, inbounds.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, Sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done. Defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
Launches it down the field, and it falls incomplete.
Not a good job by the defense that time. They let the wide receiver get behind them, but the quarterback a little off target, and they missed a big play.
Third down. Coleman's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. He's drilled as he throws.
Hey, I can go for it if I'm down 18, right?
Falcons elect to go for it and bypass the punt on fourth down. The Falcons from the 27. The Falcons now move the chains.
I can't give all the credit to the offense here. They go for it on fourth down here in the second half. Even though they're losing, the defense should have known that that play was coming, and they should have stopped it.
And he's forced to the ground. We're back here in this lopsided game. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. And it's incomplete.
Well, when you get in situations like this, third long, you got to be smart on the offensive side. Yeah, I know you want to pick up the first down, but don't force it, because if you do, it'll probably lead to a turnover.
Falcons from the 32. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, you just get tired of sending three or four players at the quarterback in passing situations. So this time the defensive coordinator sends the blitz, and they are up for it. They get to the QB and get a sack.
The coach is going to go for it. The corners retreating. The Falcons take it from the 23. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
The Falcons had time to go for it on fourth down, and they failed. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
The Saints offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last two possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it?
Touchdown, New Orleans. Finding the end zone for the second time.
I think it's something that's not said enough. You got to be a pretty tough guy at that quarterback position to play in this league. That time he takes the hit, but he still throws that pass, and how about that? Right on target for a touchdown.
And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Falcons have to still be thinking about what happened on their last possession as they get ready to start this next one.
Well, how can the offensive players have confidence? They're thinking, man, well, how's this game going to be managed? We can be in any situation, and we're going to go for it. It's just crazy. It's bad. It's not smart.
Another takeaway early in the fourth, and if there was ever a thought of a miracle comeback, that interception pretty much ended it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they ever thought there could be a miracle comeback in this game. It's been bad all day long. I actually feel bad for them throwing that interception, because they just can't seem to do anything right on the offensive side.
And he is brought down at the 45-yard line. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. Second down and 10. Toss to the outside. And a gain of 4.
Good job by the defensive line, standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Third down and 6. Looking long. And it's out of bounds, incomplete. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 6.
Saints go for it on fourth down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Coming to the line at the 50. The Falcons will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is.
On his way, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
The Saints getting set to return the kickoff. He's brought to a halt. That return's good for about 19. The Saints back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had fourth down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it instead of punting the football away. We both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going for it on fourth down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss. You just got to be smart with your decision-making when you're managing a football game.
No time to huddle now. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Second and 10. Makes the catch inbounds. That's reception number 2 for him. As we get another look at the stats, in a game where you're winning, you expect your quarterback to come up big. And that has been the case today.
It's been an outstanding day from the quarterback position. Decision-making, throws all over the field, accuracy. You can't ask your quarterback to do any more than he has done today.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Coming to the line at the 48. The Saints in the pistol formation. Second down and 6. Takes the hit. Throws. Third down all the way. Double tight end formation. They'll go ground. Slashes to the left side. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Saints take it from the 43. Reaches out. No one's going to get him now. The 10 inside, and he's home for the touchdown. That touchdown, Phil, halfway through the fourth quarter, may have been the one that locked it up.
Jim, it's been a wonderful day by the offense, and on the other side, the defense. Oh, my gosh, I don't know what to say except that they were just terrible. They never had any answers. They didn't change their strategy. So the coaches, they got to be disappointed in their decisions, and the players, their effort was just wrong.
You got your pop in here, okay?
All right.
I'm going to get it.
All right.
Press coverage all the way. First down at the 24. Looking across the middle. Second down coming up. The Falcons have it at the 24. Should have had it.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
Third and 10. Falcons get a first down.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Ball comes out, and the recovery, a foot race to the end zone, taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
What a deflating play for the offense. The defense picks up the fumble, takes it not only for a touchdown, but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the offense lose its confidence. They're going to have a hard time coming back out on the field and making it happen.
Steps up and fields it at the 2. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Falcons just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
They're going to the hurry, playing press coverage to the outside, searching for space to the right. Still powering ahead. And a flag comes out. We'll set up now at midfield. First down and 10. Here's the handoff. Into the open. Keeps churning ahead.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown. When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Quarters formation here for the defense. They'll run it here. That's a gain of 6.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2 minutes to go in the second half. Breaking huddle, 14-yard line.
I'm here. I'm in the game.
Third and 6. Atlanta in the end zone. Touchdown. That's his 5th receiving touchdown this year.
I just lost complete control.
Driving extra point is good. The Falcons now getting ready to kick it away. And he'll start his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Saints have to be agonizing over the fact that their offense has done its part, but their defense just could not stop the opponent today.
No, this defense, boy, they got to go back to the drawing board. They got to find a way to play better and a little more consistent. Everything they did today was bad.
Scans the field.
Me and TJ, he kicking my ass.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The Saints were humiliated last week, and now they're the ones dishing it out.
Yeah, when you get embarrassed like they did last week, it's about a sense of pride. So you go, you practice hard, you pay attention to the little things, and you turn it around.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Saints have it at the 24. Looking to go down the field here. Incomplete. And This is going to be a 3 and out.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The Saints lined up. Everybody split out wide. The Saints take it from the 23. Brings it into his body. The Saints turn the ball over on down.
When you play defense in the NFL, you can never give up. Even though you're losing big and it's 4th and long and the offense is out there and they're going to go for it, you can't believe it. Hey, they hung in there. They made the play on the defensive side, and it's one good positive out of this game today.
Ball's loose, and the defense has it. Bill, can you believe how untimely a fumble we just saw?
You know, Jim, I cannot believe it. Here's why, because you know in a situation like this, the first thought in your mind is you can't fumble the ball, and they did anyway.
First down at the 27. Now on the move. He's picked off again. And he's brought to the ground. At least this defense is going to have one positive to look back on from this game with the late interception.
That's how it should always be, man. Just go out there and do your best. That's all you can expect to do. Sometimes you do play sports. The other team is better. They were better than you today, but you showed them you're willing to fight the whole 60 minutes.
He's tackled right at the 31.
Well, you're really in a tough spot. That is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do is just keep picking up those first downs. We hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
Well, we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
The Falcons with an extra point try on the way. The point after is good. The Saints getting set to return the kickoff. Rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16. The Saints took care of business here today, Phil. Now you got to think they just want to run the clock, avoid any injuries, and get to that locker room as quickly as possible to celebrate.
Yeah, no question about it. They won the battle here today. They wore out this
The defense gets a sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job. Makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
Target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete. Third down now. The Saints in the pistol.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting to run up the middle. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Scanning the field. Finds his mark. That's his 4th catch of the day.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time, throws it down the field for another completion.
Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Had it, but dropped it. Nothing like being a little
Woo! Took an ass whooping there.
adds another victory to the column.
Oh, you're right there. When you're talking about winning, everybody wants to be greedy, and there's a reason why they're winning. They're hitting more than the other team. They're hitting harder. They want it more. And a lot of times, will has a lot to do with the outcome of NFL games.